All right, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday, August 2nd, and it is about, I think it was a heat index of like 100 today or something crazy like that. But what I'm working on today is electrical. I'll show you what I started doing off camera while then I realized I should have been filming, but I'm gonna dig back this red line right here all the way back to here, and that'll put me into this trench. And then we'll go out around here real quick. Let's run. Come on, come on. Okay. And then I've got this mocked up where I think she needs to be. I just put a whole piece there, but that's just kind of the idea. It goes down there. I got my concrete set, and then once we fill it up with dirt, I'm gonna put more concrete down in there I just had pulled my forms off that I set up last night. And then this will go off at a 45-degree angle that way. And then I'll bring it up into the building. And we'll be set. All right, so I'm kind of laying out the pipe here. Just got it marked. And I'm going to bring in the trusty Kubota BX23S. And I'm going to start digging here. And you'll notice my wrap barrier kind of looks a little wrinkly. Let me show you what I did to that. So I got that cut out of there, you can see here, and I'm just going to continue digging that trench to where it meets up with that other trench. And as I'm getting closer to that main trench there, I'm kind of just slowly going uphill a little bit. Alright, so here's a little overview. I started from the outside, got the trench cut in. There's Weston on the four-wheeler riding through. At this point it's not glued, so when I do go to run the wire through it, I can take it apart easily if the wire gets stuck, because it will be pretty good sized wire. But it just follows this trench down here that I dug for the main septic line that goes out, and that'll be well below grade for once the pink foam gets on top, and then the 5 inches of concrete above it. So, and there it'll stick up right into my utility room. Then here's the look of it outside as we come around the side of the building. You see that I got it dug in through that, underneath that wrap barrier, and it'll come up and land right there on the meter structure. Alright, so we took a little break from the electrical project to start working on the grade on this back side of the building here. And let me tell you, this was my least favorite part of the build altogether. I think the concrete crews that I watch on YouTube, like Victory Outdoors, or I think there's Mike Haas, something like that, Haas Concrete. Those guys have a bunch of guys usually at their disposal to work on grading, and when it's just you and your wife, it is not a very fun chore at all. So I was glad to have this portion of the build behind me when I was finally over. So we did the last little finishing touches of the grading with the skid loader here, checking it with the Stabila laser level, and then we started just kind of mocking up where all of the home runs were going to be for all the water lines. And then got the kids involved in this project, and they helped put all the foam insulation that goes around it for protection. And I think they had fun with it. This is what I used for the insulation that goes around the PEX. It's made by a company called Armacell, and it's just called pipe insulation. And you can get it in different sizes. You can see this is 1/2 inch, and they are 6 foot long sticks. And I just had the wife pick up 2 boxes, and they do come with a pre-split. So if you can't get to the end of a tube, you can split it and then put it around the tube. Or if you we found it was easy just to slide it on. Then I lost my helpers here to a box. They thought it was pretty fun playing in this box when it was all said and done. Got to have a little bit of fun on the job site, right? All right, so here we are taping up all of the joints of all that insulation. Just use some duct tape. We'll get an action shot. Oh, what was that little piece?
That one's a little short. Had to pass that one first time.
Oh, jeez. Let's see how you're doing. Show the people how you're doing this.
Yeah, so hard. Just kind of put it in the center.
Okay.
A little extra long, unlike the last one.
Yeah. Taper together.
Yep.
Is it necessary? I don't know, but Mr. Postframe did it, so we're following along with what he did, and we trust him. So, what else? Oh, when we need a little bit of wind come through, we can open up this door, and then we can also open up this window over here, which I have open, and it lets in a nice little breeze too. So. I think it's pretty awesome. Pretty low effort. Goes. Okay. If that'll work. That's what we're shooting for right there. Can you wrap some around that?
Look at that beautiful trench, love.
Mm-hmm. Good little trench. I'm sweating my butt off doing this. That's good. Oh!
So we'll see.
A Pepsi?
Yeah,
Pepsi? Who drinks Pepsi?
I do. I don't. I like Pepsi.
Y'all can have it. Okay. I ordered a load of screenings from my rock delivery driver, and I'd seen Paul had used this on a build that he was working on, and also I talked to the rock delivery guy, and he said, yeah, this would be great for putting over the top of all that plumbing. It won't wear a hole in it like a rock could, and it packs in really tight. You won't ever have to worry about it settling over time, because once you wet it down too, it kind of sets up harder. So you see, it's pretty dusty stuff. So here's a little closer look at it. You can see, I'll pick it up here in my hand, and it's just, it must be the lime from the limestone. All the screenings, when they crush the rock, it just goes down to the bottom, and they filter that out. And this stuff just packs in really good. All right, guys, so I've got the box that all these PEX lines come up in, put in place. I can put another piece up here that'll hold them all straight up, keep them off the ground. But then I also need to get all this buried with those screenings. And then I think I'll have this PEX project almost whipped. So let's keep going on that. All right, guys, Brandy and I just completed the little structure that's going to hold all of our waterline PEX tubing. And we tried to get all the reds over on this side for the hot and all the colds over on this side. And we did end up having to use one red pipe for a toilet, and we're just gonna hook it up to the cold side. So for all of the OCD people out there, I apologize in advance. This is gonna, I'll be able to live with it, but Brandy, it kind of hurts her a little bit. I think she'll be able to live with it though. So I took my laser level, I'll turn it on quick. Took the Stabila and I hammered it, I pounded it down to where this is sitting just, let's see, we measure that right there. That's sitting at like 0.45 above where concrete will be. This is sitting at 0.45, 0.5, thereabout. So right there, this corner, same thing. And this corner over here, same thing. So I got it all, it'll sit just proud of the concrete by about just under a ½ inch. So, which that is fine with me. The next thing I probably need to do is figure out the height of this drain right here. Let me see if you guys can see that in the shot. Yeah. So this pipe right here is a floor drain. So this is the type of drain that I'm going to use. It's an OD, and it's got an integrated P-trap in it, so I don't have to use one. And I need to figure out where top of concrete is going to be, and then I'm going to set this down probably a ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch. And so that I haven't glued this pipe in yet, and that will allow me to cut this and set the depth on it. Well, if you put it up, it makes it not level anymore, see? I wonder if we cut too much, or somehow that's off. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's good. Okay. So that's how we add floor draining, guys. Now that the floor drain was set, we could start bringing in screenings and covering up all the PEX lines. Here we are just kind of checking grade on the back wall and seeing where we need to bring everything up to. And we got the BX23S there, going and getting loads of rocks and screenings and checking it with the laser level. And get ready for the in-floor heat phase of the building here for too long. All right, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll kind of give you a recap on what all I finished up today. Let's get you spun around and put it in first person view. Okay, so we got all of we brought in screenings and covered up all of the water lines right there. And we got that drain set. It's an inch below the concrete floor. Got all this over here. I'm just going to keep watering these screenings down over here. So if you haven't subscribed already, you really need to. You also need to hit that notification bell for whenever I upload a new video so that you don't miss hooking all these water lines up in a future video. I'm also going to be putting in all my own in-floor heat. I'm going to be following Mr. Postframe's videos to learn how to do it all. And what else? We're going to be finishing out the inside of all this shop area, this living space for our shouse. So you're not going to want to miss it. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you on the next one.